Hello and welcome all of you in today's video. Today I'm discussing about Modi ji at the rate 75. So let's wish a very happy and good wishes to our Honorable Prime Minister. The reason why I'm discussing is that Mr. Modi has been the second Prime Minister after Jawaharlal Nehru who has been in power for such long. And here the main area which I believe जो हमें जानना चाहिए, that is the foreign policy of Mr. Narendra Modi. We need to understand how dynamics of India's foreign policy has changed in the last 1 decade. So Panchsheel से Panchamrit tak. Now the Panchsheel was the foreign policy approach which was adopted by Nehruvian era, and today the Panchamrit is more about the Modi's era, जो 2014 में आया. So let's understand what is the difference. So let's start with the history of the Panchsheel. So Panchsheel, Hindi Chini Bhai Bhai, this concept came in 1950s under the premier of China, that is Zhou Enlai and Jawaharlal Nehru. Now ये policy एक ऐसी थी which became the bedrock of India's foreign policy approach for the next almost 6 decades. अगले 6 decades तक the NAM, non-aligned movement, idealism, anti-colonial approach, non-alignment, these things were there. However, the dynamics definitely changed in late 60s where Indira Gandhi arrived and she became more pragmatic and ideal. Pragmatic and more real rather than ideal. So आज के real politics में जहाँ पर there are no permanent friends, there are permanent interest, or the interest also might vary. So naturally here the Panchsheel का जो dynamic है वो काफी बदल गया है, and in the last 10 years we have seen the evolution of Panchamrit. So जो ये 5 policies हैं which were broadly discussed in 2015, it is about the first pillar Samman, the second Samvad, the third Samriddhi, the fourth Suraksha, and the fifth one Sanskriti and Sabhyata, that is culture. So Samman means India is looking at respect. India wants its dues back. 17th century में जहाँ India एक global power था, we want to make sure that 21st century again wishes us and wants India to get that respect back. The second is dialogue. India believes in the idea of multipolar world, multilateralism, where the decisions and the issues can be resolved through dialogue and consensus. Third is Samriddhi, prosperity. India's foreign policy directly links with the requirements of India's economy, India's national interest, और इंडिया की इकोनॉमिक ग्रोथ, whether it is Make in India हो, energy diplomacy हो, हमारे investments हो, all of them they are linked with India's foreign policy, which will bring prosperity to 1.4 billion people. Suraksha, that is security. Now India as a country अगर आप देखेंगे तो we are surrounded by not so good friends. In spite of having a foreign policy, neighborhood first policy, things have not been so effective. So naturally यहाँ पर important है that India should be very clear in its security interest, और यहाँ पे वो काउंटर टेररिज्म हो, मैरिटाइम सिक्योरिटी हो, बिकॉज इंडिया का जो लोकेशन है दैट इज इंडिया रिप्रेजेंट्स द जो अगला थिएटर है वर्ल्ड का, दैट वुड बी इंडियन ओशन. तो हियर इंडिया सिक्योरिटी इंटरेस्ट, वेदर इट इज बॉर्डर सिक्योरिटी और द मैरिटाइम सिक्योरिटी जरूरी है. द लास्ट वन इज द इंडिया सॉफ्ट पॉलिसी एंड पुश ऑफ संस्कृति एंड सभ्यता, वेयर इट इज अबाउट डायस्पोरा डिप्लोमेसी, जहां हम इंडियन डायस्पोरा को प्रमोट कर रहे हैं. दे आर गोइंग टू एक्ट एज अ ब्रांड एम्बेसडर्स फॉर इंडिया, या फिर योगा हो, या प्रमोशन ऑफ बुद्धा हो, या इंडिया का इंडियन सिस्टम ऑफ मेडिसिन हो, दैट इज आयुष सिस्टम. So all these things will have to be understood and discussed. Now coming to the evolution of the India's foreign policy, अगर आप देखते हैं the first is neighborhood first. अगर आप इंडिया की फॉरेन पॉलिसी देखते हैं टुडे, इट इज अबाउट नेबरहुड फर्स्ट. सो ऑल इंडियन नेबर्स, इंडिया वांट्स टू हैव अ नेबरहुड फर्स्ट पॉलिसी विद सागर. सागर क्या है? सागर इज द सिक्योरिटी ऑफ द इंडिया इन द रीजन. मेनली सागर जो हमारी है वो इंडियन ओशन के जो सिक्योरिटी पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से हम डिस्कस करते हैं. नेक्स्ट इज इंडिया रीचिंग आउट टू द साउथ ईस्ट एशियन इकोनॉमीज थ्रू एक्ट ईस्ट, और फिर इंडो पैसिफिक में जो इंडो चाइना है वहां हमारी जो पॉलिसी है. हियर द लुक ईस्ट अप्रोच इज देयर. जो लुक ईस्ट को हमने अभी एक्ट ईस्ट पे कन्वर्ट कर दिया, विच मींस इंडिया इज सीकिंग प्रमोशन ऑफ इंडियन इंटरेस्ट, वो बिम्स्टेक हो या कोरिलेशन रिलेशंस विद कंट्रीज लाइक एशियान से हमने ट्रेड किया हो. देन द कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ मल्टी अलाइनमेंट. मल्टी अलाइनमेंट का मतलब वी वांट एट वन एंड वी वांट टू हैव गुड रिलेशन विद इजराइल, we want to have good relation with the Middle East, we want to have good relation with the almost every country in the world. We want to have good relation with Africa. So we don't want to project to the world that we are against you, we are with you, and we will prosper together effectively. अगला है डायस्पोरा डिप्लोमेसी. तो इंडिया के जो NRIs हैं in different parts of the world, they are our assets and we need to promote them. We need to make sure that वो हमारे इंडियन इंटरेस्ट को प्रमोट कर पाए. At the same time, India is able to understand that. Next is soft and smart power diplomacy. वो योगा डे हो, what is the yoga day? That is on 21st of June. Then digital India pitch हो या इंडिया का आज टेक्नोलॉजी हो, that is making a lot of noise across the world. So these are the pillars of Indian diplomacy जो पिछले 10 years में they have carved a niche for India's growth and future. तो पंचशील से पंचामृत तक assertive diplomacy हो, multi-alignment हो, economic diplomacy हो या security orientation हो, these are the pillars which India is trying to do that. Now at the same time, India also believes that India is a knowledge economy. India is a country which professes and also tells to the world that we are a place for one of the most ancient civilization, and thereby it is very important that हमको respect किया जाए और हमारी बात को समझा जाए. Coming to the recent successes which have happened, अगर आप recent success को देखते हैं, तो सबसे बड़ा success है the growth of India's economy. From fragile 5 in 2013, from 11th number we have reached to 4th number. 5th नहीं, अभी 4th पहुंच गए हैं. Then last year we had G20 presidency. Then at the same time we want to correlate and have good relation with Russia, China, जहां पर हम SCO को प्रमोट करते हैं, न्यू इन्वेस्टमेंट बैंक की बात करते हैं, एशियन इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर इन्वेस्टमेंट बैंक की बात करते हैं. At the same time, where we also talk about de-dollarization. We want to create a world where there is a multipolar system, जहां हर India projects itself as a regional power. At the same time, we want to kind of hedge against the rise of China by organization like Quad. यानी Quad को हम प्रमोट कर रहे हैं. Quad is mainly India, Australia, Britain and Japan. Now these are 4 countries who are coming together against the rise of China. अब मिस्टर ट्रम्प के फेज में थोड़ा Quad has taken a back seat, but it is there. Now similarly, ties with Middle East ho, we have trade agreements with Saudi Arabia, UAE, and these things have become more prominent. Now when we look at the international energy diplomacy, right from Paris climate change to International Solar Alliance to Life for Environment movement या digital diplomacy है, India has made itself that we are a country where you have to look at it. अगर आप देखते हैं पेरिस क्लाइमेट चेंज में हो या फिर इंडिया का जो एनर्जी by 270 we want to make India as a carbon neutral, ये सारे इस प्रोसेस में इन्वॉल्व हैं. Then assertive stance on terrorism and border issues. Here India wants to tell the world that आपको terrorism को define करना होगा. You have to counter terrorist approach and you have to maybe question the countries which projects terrorism or they use as a proxy against the countries like India. Now, but in spite of all the challenges, हमारे अपने problems भी हैं. सबसे बड़ा problem क्या है? सबसे बड़ा problem है China. Even though China does not like growth of India. China नहीं चाहता है कि India grow करे. Right from string of pearls policy, which was there a decade ago, to strategic encircling of India, या फिर making sure that India is within the corridors of South Asia के beyond ना बढ़ पाए. India wants to contain China wants to contain India in South Asia. Now that is where when India started building its infrastructure, तो LAC के tensions हुए, line of actual control, Dokolam हो या Galwan हो, and today also the relations में India चाहता है that you have to recognize the problems and thereby have a meaningful solution. The neighborhood volatility, recently what we saw in Nepal, then last year it was in Sri Lanka, then at the same time Bangladesh, even Maldives में जो है problem थी. So India is surrounded by not so stable neighbors. At the same time neighbors के भी अपने challenges हैं. How do you balance all this at the time you want to balance the growth of China with maybe plateauing of US partnership? अभी recent जो हमारा energy diplomacy है, that energy diplomacy is coming to tariff या trade diplomacy where US is trying to push us and corner us. यहाँ पर बहुत important है how India manages in spite of all the aspect. Then trade protectionism, deglobalization, rise of 2008 के बाद एक कहानी बदली where deglobalization, rise of nationalism, anti-immigrant wave, H1 policy visa का restriction हो या फिर in general इंडिया का जो राइज है सर्विस सेक्टर है उसको रोकने का भी एक कहीं ना कहीं देयर इज काइंड ऑफ अ बिलीव दैट India's growth will impact the growth of other nations. Now, it is our due. You can't stop it. As Victor Hugo said, you can't stop an idea whose time has come. आप किसी आइडिया को रोक नहीं सकते हैं. अगर आपका समय आ गया तो आपको कोई रोक नहीं सकता है. This is what we can learn from the leadership of Mr. Modi also. When his time came, nobody could stop him. So we should learn. You might have your differences with him, but you should learn from this person because this person has actually made difference of India across the world. तो पंचशील से लेकर पंचामृत तक जो इंडिया की जर्नी है दैट इज प्रैग्मेटिक. इट इज अबाउट इंडियाज इंटरेस्ट फर्स्ट, इंडिया फर्स्ट, इंडियाज अप्रोच फर्स्ट, एंड इट हैज आल्सो हेल्प्ड to make sure the world and tell the world that India's time has arrived. Now, as a student of political science and geopolitics, what is your role? Your role is to understand it, reinforce this idea, and make sure that India's rise on the principle of Samvad, Samman, Samriddhi, Suraksha, Sanskriti, and Sabhyata is being maintained. So realism, growth, and civilization pride is the future of India's foreign policy. We'll have to see that. So that is all. And if you want to know more further, मैंने यहाँ पे chart बनाया हुआ है. I'm going to share this. So these are the major principles of Panchsheel. These are major principles of Panchamrit. आप directly इनको अपने answers में use कर सकते हैं. From a nomadic leadership idealism, it is most active engagement and multi-alignment. Asia, Africa, Asian solidarity से हमने across the world हमने अलग अलग लेवल पर engage किया है multiple countries को, सागर, neighborhood first, Act East, Indo-Pacific. And earlier our policy was equidistant. हम अपने आप को एक non-aligned country की तरह as a third power की तरह देखते थे. We did not want to get into the dynamics of other country. Today we are engaging with all powers, but in the areas where the commonalities are there. Similarly, अगर आप देखोगे further, now when you look at it, India's rising power is being accepted, and rising power has lot to do with rise in economic power. Quotidian economy बढ़ेगी. By 2030, India's economy will reach to $7 trillion. और इसको रोक नहीं सकते हैं. Even at the modest growth rate, India is going to achieve maybe a year or two here and there. Now that will force the world to reckon the growth of India, and foreign policy का role बहुत जरूरी है. So thank you very much. Thank you very much for your time.